Today's headline is Signal Corps takes wireless to Eskimos. This article was written by Emmett Doherty. It says, the United States Army Signal Corps has taken the wireless to the Eskimos. Very shortly from Station WXG at Wiseman, Alaska, a mining camp on the Middle Fork of the Kyacook River, the farthest north the United States Army signalman has ever penetrated with wireless outfit. Messages will be flashed through the air, and 64 white persons and numerous Eskimos there will no longer be isolated from civilization. The establishment of the Wiseman radio station is part of the government's scheme to complete an extensive link of communication between the United States and Alaska, being the 18th wireless station to be set up in the territory. Wiseman is at 67.5 degrees north latitude and 150 degrees longitude. To Private Elmer J. Owen of the Signal Corps belongs the distinction of being the farthest north of any soldier in the United States Army on duty. In this little mining camp of Wiseman, 70 miles north of Fort Yukon and a similar distance due east of Norvik, another radio station, Private Owen is now applying the finishing touches to the station. He will be assigned there temporarily as the government operator and will have charge of the 50-watt tube set known as Signal Corps 109-A set, which has a normal range of approximately 100 miles. The outfit is capable of transmitting on a 300 to 500 meter wavelength and can receive from stations using a wavelength of 300 to 1100 meters. The need for this form of communication was first called to the attention of the Signal Corps in a petition signed by the 64 white residents of the camp at Wiseman. Heretofore, these pioneer miners had only had 10 mails a year and only 2 deliveries of freight a year. The petition recited that there had been extracted millions of dollars of gold dust from our alluvial deposits, and the Geological Survey says that it will require many years of hard labor to exhaust this field. The government was told that it was a duty to aid the economic and efficient development of this vast area by establishing a wireless station at Wiseman. The Seattle headquarters of the Signal Corps was communicated with, and a response came back that in order to convey wireless equipment to Wiseman and establish a station there would be promptly complied with. The order went forward, and now the completed station is about ready to operate. Showing cooperation, the population of Wiseman agreed to construct the wireless building and maintain the government operator to be assigned there. Accordingly, Private Owen, who was a member of the Signal Corps staff at Fort Yukon, was assigned to the task of getting the equipment to Wiseman and connecting up the station. The trip from Fort Yukon to the isolated spot of Wiseman was made on the Yukon and Kyacook rivers, Owen and his equipment being transported by boat from Yukon to Nolata, and thence on the Kyacook River eastward to Bettles, and thence on the middle fork of the Kyacook River to Wiseman. Owen's small craft was drawn by a horse the latter part of the journey. Over the same route, twice a year, hauled the food supplies and other freight desired by the population of Wiseman. Mail, too, is carried by the same route, with 8 additional deliveries each year. With the establishment of the Wiseman radio station, immediate communication with the outside world will be available to the mining community. United States Army Signal Corps wireless stations are now in operation at the following Alaskan points: Bethel, Circle, Craig, Fairbanks, Fort Egbert, Fort Yukon, Fort Gibbons, Ruby, Holy Cross, Iditarod, Juneau, Ketchikan, Living Good, Nulata, Nome, St. Michael, and Norvik, the last mentioned station being the farthest north until the Wiseman station is in operation. The establishment of this chain of radio stations by the Signal Corps is part of a gigantic scheme to link the Northern Territory with the United States. This story came from the Great District of Columbia, being reported in the Sunday Star of September 21st, 1924. Thank you for joining us today. If you want to continue to uncover all of America's lost and forgotten history, then remember before you leave to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and remember to like and comment below. And we will see you next time on Americana Archives.